The philosopher Baruch Spinoza said, "All things excellent are as difficult as they are rare." Indeed, you must be willing to work hard to get to where you want to be. But it is important to understand what gets in your way of achieving personal success, and then how to move past, move through, move around the hurdles that present themselves in your path as you journey toward achieving personal success. There are no easy answers about how to make your dreams a reality and overcome the barriers we perceive and experience. The journey, however, is an exciting adventure if you stay focused. The world is your think tank and can inspire action when you open yourself up to it. There is no wrong question, so be inquisitive and use the creativity of a child to find answers to the problems that come up. This means, among other things, changing habits that preclude action, honestly confronting your self-limiting beliefs and fears, checking your assumptions about yourself, stopping any reliance you tend to have on but and if only, and remaining absolutely focused on who you want to be. Then you will fearlessly arrive at your destination. Can you imagine what it would be like to actually clear your path of barriers so that you can discover how to reach your full potential? Number 1, going it alone. Remember, you can't do everything yourself. Sometimes you just need to process some of your thoughts or feelings, or get some input from someone else, so that you can see different solutions to a problem. Successful people aren't afraid to ask others for help, but it's merely the smart person who identifies the need and the strong person who asks. Don't be afraid to seek help from loving, wise, and caring people. Number 2, not knowing when to outsource. Successful people surround themselves with people smarter than them. They also find others with different strengths than they have, so that things balance out. Stop trying to do everything on your own, especially if your dream is entrepreneurship. Some things you need an expert to handle. When you spend too much time doing things you don't have to, or don't know how to, and have to spend a great deal of time to learn new things, you delay reaching your goals. Things that will help your life to become easier on a day-to-day basis, you can outsource to someone else. Hire a coach, a housekeeper, a blog writer, website developer, etc. You get the idea. Number 3, ineffective communication. Successful people are able to communicate effectively with others, whether they're asking for help, delegating a task, or teaching others. Successful people are able to get their point across in a manner that inspires others. However, effective communication means that you're able to actively listen to others as well and learn from those around you. Be aware of your nonverbal communication, of course, because sometimes it is more revealing than you know. Number 4, waiting for the big moments. A big moment is like an aha experience. It's something you're shooting for, not something you're waiting for to get you motivated to act. Some people, especially in business, talk about that one moment in which they knew they made it, or they experienced a turning point. The problem is, those moments are rare, and it's an unfair and unrealistic expectation for you to use as a measuring stick. So don't give power to those types of statements you hear from others, except allowing them to motivate you. Recognizing those moments is purely hindsight. You want to be looking forward, not looking in the rearview mirror. Waiting for the big moment to happen will keep you stagnant rather than moving you ahead. In other words, don't waste your time contemplating the big moment that should. Instead, consider the little engine that could. Number 5, being negative and complaining. There is absolutely no real value in complaining. There's no point to it. It doesn't change, fix, heal, or edify anything. Bad and horrible things happen in life, and while you should acknowledge them, feel them, and process them, complaining just doesn't help and will eventually make you miserable. There are an infinite number of complaints that a person could use. I don't have the money to start a business, or I didn't get enough sleep last night. My computer is too slow. I don't feel good today, and on and on. But so what? Where's the value in that? You're in control of you, so you have the ability to fix your problems. You're not in control of anything outside of you, so there's no value in complaining. Instead of complaining, try assessing the problem. Find the solution and get motivated to attack it. In this situation, being an offensive player is preferable. Complaining is playing defense. Number 6, lack of optimism. No matter what happens, things are the way they are. Because you can't control things or people outside of yourself, and you have to keep going. That is where the optimism lives. There may be a million reasons why something is not, but there is one good reason why it is, so you just have to persevere. If you truly believe that you can do it no matter what, then you can. If you tell yourself that you can't, then it is a 100% guarantee that you won't. Never use the word can't. Get it out of your vocabulary. The only reason you might bring up any of the previous excuses is because you don't believe, right? Do not let that kind of thinking ever get in the way. Number 7, accepting failure. Making mistakes is a normal and natural part of human life. Most successful people experience many failures and rejection along the way. Great authors, for instance, may have 200 rejection letters before getting that one big publisher to take notice. Not all of the risks you take will turn out well. Newsflash, you're not perfect. Be prepared to fail sometimes, and keep going. You need to be purposeful, proactive, and committed to reaching your goals. Personal success doesn't happen by accident. It takes persistence. Keep these things in mind to help keep you on track on your journey to success. Always learn from your mistakes. That's what they're there for. Identify what you can tweak or do differently next time, and you will eventually reach your goals. Number 8, ignoring your accomplishments and progress. On days when you feel like giving up or think you can't ever get there, it's especially important to remember your accomplishments. That's why those small successes, building upon one another, can be so important. Acknowledge the goals you've reached and use your past successes to fuel your motivation to reach the rest of your goals. Number 9, ignoring risk. It's important to calculate your risk carefully. While taking a risk and jumping in with both feet can turn out well, and is often a way to get past fear, it's not always the best way to take the leap. Unless you review the potential pros and cons of your choices, you won't be informed enough to make wise decisions. See the possibilities so that you can pivot when need be. That doesn't mean to expect the worst, only to be prepared. Behaving recklessly or impulsively can ruin your chances of success. Number 10, giving into fatigue. By playing from your strengths, fulfilling your emotional needs, living with value, and being authentic, you will learn to balance your life better. Balance gives you energy. Can you imagine how working through your barriers will give you self-confidence? How your style of interacting can be enhanced just by showing up in life. Not giving up means everything, and it is critical in advancing your goals and achieving personal success.